So, just made us a nice cup of coffee. Hunkering down, you'd think we'd be having mulled wine, wouldn't you? But early in the day for that yet. Here we are, as I say, talking about hunkering down. And this time of the year it speaks to me of being with Mary, Christ's mother. You know, wonderful, wonderful woman, natural mother, and the whole sense of winter, and if you like, sort of hunkering down with her. You know, the word does speak of comfort food, you know, mulled wine, delicious hot pies and all that sort of thing. But there's also, my friends, a deeply spiritual side to it, I believe. That sense of being with Mary in her winters, and therefore having her in ours, if you like. She was the one who brought up the boy Jesus, brought him up to be the integrated and fully wonderful human being he became. I think the word I would use is congruent, where all the parts of him matched up. His behaviours matched his thought patterns, so that he was always respectful of absolutely everybody he met and himself, and yet stood no nonsense from anybody. That whole sense of congruence. And he learned that from his mother. He learned that from Mary, who was there through the summers and the winters, and particularly the winters. She developed her own wonderful sense of wisdom, didn't she? And I think what for me is, if you like, the hunkering down with her, is that sense of being able to come close to her and listen to her wisdom. If you like, we're talking about, you know, a midwinter tale, one of Shakespeare's midwinter tales, if you like, but learned from Mary's knee, learned from that wisdom that is hers. And so we're talking about being nourished by her, body and soul, especially in our winters. At the moment, not only here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, but also worldwide, we have a recession. We have a global illness called swine flu, could be becoming a pandemic for all we know. We have we have huge problems happening in our world, worldwide. And people are feeling it. People are feeling really, really down. I think many people are very scared. A lot of people are losing their more affluent lifestyles, and of course the poor of our world are suffering more than they've ever suffered before. And so we need an anchor. We need to find someone on whom we can rely, and that, I believe, is where Mary of Nazareth comes in. She felt it all, didn't she? You know, bringing Jesus to birth in a stable, away from home, away from whatever comforts they might have had, taking off to Egypt, into a foreign country, very, very frightening for her. She lost her beloved husband Joseph, probably early on. She watched Jesus as he grew up, becoming more and more concerned for the poor, and therefore more and more at loggerheads with the accepted church of his day, the Pharisees. Watched him setting himself up, as it were, to be killed. She watched all that, and through her wisdom and her wonderful sense of utter closeness to God, she dealt with it. She learned, and she helped him to deal with it. So my friends, there you have it. There's nothing much more to be said, really, is there? I'm here with my own comfort thing for the moment, my nice cup of coffee in my Wellington mug. I hope you can see the mug. Thank you, cameraman. I just encourage you to turn to Mary if you're feeling the doom and gloom of these days, as I am, as we all are, I encourage you to turn to her. Just be quiet in her presence. Allow her to speak to you through your own thoughts, through your own feelings. And a sense of hope and a sense of serenity and peace will come. No matter how bad things are, there is always hope. And remember, hope is a Christian virtue. Hope is a Marian virtue. It is not a sense of being a Pollyanna. Hope is a real Christian virtue, and Mary will give us that through her wisdom. Thanks for being with me in my place today. Go well, go gently in these hard times, and we'll talk again soon.